Hey everyone, today's video is going to be a new in taste test. So I've got a few different things in front of me to try, all vegan, all new to me. I think some of them probably have been out for a little while, but I haven't been able to get my hands on them, so I'm very excited to give them a try today. I feel like it's been a little while since I last filmed one of these and I've definitely missed it. I feel like when I film these videos, it's my chance to like stock up on all the good tasting food. So I've definitely picked up a few different bits and bobs that I'm excited to have over the next couple of days. I will say there were a few things that I ordered that didn't come in my shop. So I really wanted to try the Wicked Kitchen mint choc chip ice cream. And right now it is so warm, I think I look pretty red. So ice cream would have been definitely appreciated, but they didn't have any in stock. And I think the other thing that I ordered was a pizza, the like Dr. Oetker Ristorante pizza. Probably not pronouncing that right, but that used to be my favourite pizza before I was vegan. So when I saw that they released like a vegan version, really wanted to pick it up, but again, that was substituted. So this is everything I'm going to be trying today. I have cooked a few different bits and bobs. Going to start with the savoury things, which I've cooked and smell amazing. So got myself a little plate of goodies here. The first thing that I'm going to be trying are one of these corn dinosaurs. These are honestly so cute, but I will say I think they're pretty overpriced for what they are. I mean, obviously I've not tried them yet, but you only get 6 in a box and they're like this size. And then this is the other dinosaur shape for reference. These are £2.20 for a box, although I think with Club Card you can get them for like £1.75 from Tesco. So I feel like that is maybe fairly expensive for what they are. It says that 2 are a portion, but I personally would at least have to have 3 or 4, which means I would get through a box like in one sitting. So I'm hoping these taste pretty good. That is very dry. I'm pretty sure they're just the normal chicken nuggets, but in a dinosaur shape, which would make sense. So obviously it's just something a little bit gimmicky, it's a bit of fun. They taste just like standard vegan chicken nuggets. I will say they are pretty dry. You're going to want some sauce with them, which I feel like everyone would have with chicken nuggets anyway. The other thing that really annoys me about vegan chicken nuggets is that they're all breaded, and I really miss like a battered chicken nugget, like the one that you would get at McDonald's. So if you guys know any vegan chicken nuggets that have like a battered outside rather than a breadcrumbed one, definitely let me know, because they are definitely what I miss. I mean, I'd probably give these like a 6.5 out of 10. They're nothing crazy special. I probably wouldn't buy them again, but I'm definitely going to enjoy the rest of the ones that I've got in my freezer. The next thing that I'm going to try is the other thing that I cooked. So these are the Wicked Kitchen garlic and herb kebabs, wheat and pea protein in a garlic marinade with parsley, rosemary and lemon. These smell really amazing when they were cooking, but I'm a little bit nervous to try them because the chicken seemed very similar to like the Tesco Plant Chef chicken, I'm pretty sure, although this is the Wicked Kitchen range, so it might be slightly different, but the chicken consistency was like really gooey is probably the best word I can use to describe it. It was really hard to get them out of the tray. They all kind of like mushed together into one. The stick just came straight out because it wasn't like strong enough with the stuff that was around it. It was just like a little bit weird, so I don't know what the texture of the chicken's going to be like. These are pretty expensive as well. They're £3.50 for 4. I think they're on offer for £3 at the moment, but still for like 2 servings of something, probably more of like a one-off thing or like a special occasion thing. It does say you can use these on the barbecue, so that potentially might work better. I just cooked mine in the oven, so I will see what they taste like. So it doesn't look like the most appetizing thing. I think they also have like a chili version of this maybe, and one of the chicken pieces has fallen off because yeah, the consistency is just weird. It's hard for like the stick to hold onto it. Okay, so that texture isn't as bad as I was like thinking it was going to be. It's quite like a chewy chicken alternative. Not my favourite that I've ever had, but definitely not the worst either. I don't think it's like a super realistic texture, although I've not eaten actual chicken in a long time. So if any of you guys have tried this and have also tried chicken recently, let me know how realistic you think it is, because yeah, the texture just seems a little bit weird, but definitely not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. Flavour wise, obviously all of the flavour is in like this top sauce, so the other side doesn't really have any of that on it. It's not as garlicky as I was hoping. The strong flavour I'm getting is parsley, which I don't mind, but isn't like my favourite flavour ever, and I'm a big garlic lover, so I would be very happy if this was like overpoweringly garlicky, which I think most people probably wouldn't like so much. Overall, I feel like this is a pretty decent option if this is something that you're looking for. I haven't seen like a huge amount of vegan kebabs out there. In fact, I don't know if there are any others other than these like Wicked Kitchen ones. So if this is something you're after, it does the trick. If you're also looking for high protein foods, there's 25 grams of protein in 2 of these, which I think is pretty good. So as like a meat alternative, it's probably like a good option. I personally probably wouldn't buy them again. I think if I was having a barbecue, I would rather have like a veggie kebab and then have like a vegan burger or vegan sausages instead. So I think, again, I would maybe have to give this like a 6.5 out of 10. This feels really bizarre holding this and eating this with my fingers. But the next thing I'm going to be trying is this Richmond bacon. So obviously Richmond did the vegan sausages, which were a huge hit. I personally really love those. And now they've released their own vegan bacon. So this is £2.50. I think it's currently on offer for £1.50. Honestly, if you don't have a club card and you shop at Tesco, you're missing out. But I thought I would give this a go. I've tried a few different vegan bacon alternatives. They all pretty much look like this and smell like this, and I assume they're all going to taste fairly similar. So I kind of think I know what to expect with this. I think this is one of the better ones that I've tried. It's not super smoky. I mean, it's definitely smoky. But I've also tried the Asda owned bacon, and I think I've tried the M&S bacon as well, which all look fairly similar in terms of like the marbled effect, and I think those ones were smokier. This one definitely has like the smoky bacon crisp flavour, which I feel like most vegan bacons have, but to me it doesn't seem quite so overwhelming. I don't know, maybe I've just not had it in a while. Again, I've not had actual bacon in a long time, so I don't think this is very accurate to real bacon, at least not the bacon that I've seen and like smelt. But I think it could be a good option. I mean, it will do the trick in terms of like something salty. Obviously it's the same sort of consistency. You could put it in a sandwich, you could chop it up and put it in with something for the taste. And protein wise, again, this isn't too bad. It is 5 grams of protein per serving, which I think is a rasher, although don't quote me on that. So it could be a really good alternative as well. I do think it's going to be an acquired taste. I think if you don't like smoky bacon flavoured things, you're not going to like this. Like, to me, this is a very artificial bacon taste, and I don't imagine legit bacon tastes artificial, although again, I have no idea, but this has definitely been my favourite thing I've tried so far, so I would probably give this maybe like a 7.5 out of 10. Finally, for savoury bits, I've got these Plant Chef meat-free ham style slices. These are new. This is the first time I've seen them before. I think they might have also had a chicken one, or maybe that was in the Wicked Kitchen range. But I thought I would give these a go. I don't think I ever really was into ham that much before I was vegan. It definitely has that kind of like creepy fake style ham look to it. It looks very processed. It was £1.55 and you get a decent amount in here. I feel like that's probably pretty standard for ham slices. So my only point of comparison for this is the corn ham slices, which I actually don't mind. I sometimes fry that as like a bacon alternative. As far as I remember, these taste nothing like them. These have the most bizarre taste. They taste like bready. Like I don't think I'm feeling these. Yeah, I don't think I'm the biggest fan of that. It's made from wheat and pea protein, but it's like a different texture to any vegan meat alternative I think I've ever had. The texture is like bready in a sense. It also tastes kind of bready or kind of cheesy. I think I just can't work out what it is that I'm tasting. Maybe I'm not giving it a fair shot because it is meant for like sandwiches, and I don't think many people, well actually maybe, I feel like people do eat ham by itself, so it probably should stand up by like itself for a taste test. Maybe it would be better in a sandwich. I'm definitely gonna have to use the rest of it in a sandwich because I don't want to waste it, and there's no way I'm going to be able to eat it just as it is. I'd honestly rate that maybe like a 3 out of 10. Don't think I would recommend unless you're really desperate to try some more ham alternatives and that's something that you're really missing, because it might be that I just haven't had ham for a long time, so I don't know what it tastes like and I don't know what the texture's like, and maybe that's really accurate. But for me personally, I'm not a fan of that, so yeah, maybe like a 3 out of 10. Finally, moving on to the sweet bits. I'm not gonna lie, I may have already had one of these cinnamon scrolls. These are £1.85 for 2. They're from the Wicked Kitchen range, and I'd been desperate to try them for so long. So when they came in my shop, I may have opened it already. Also because I knew I wouldn't be able to film this video until today, and their best before was like yesterday maybe, or the day before yesterday, and I wanted to give them a fair test. So I have got a second one that I'm going to try in this video, but I'll also share my thoughts on the first one that I tried in case this one isn't as good because it's slightly after its best before date. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be really any different. It might be potentially a little bit stale. This is what it looks like. I feel like it looks quite strange in comparison to like the cinnamon rolls I've had in the past. My mum makes some really good vegan cinnamon rolls, so I'll leave the recipe she uses for those down below in case you guys are interested. But I'm going to give these a shot. They are different. They're not like the standard cinnamon roll. I don't know what it is with their like generosity in terms of their icing distribution. Like you get about one mouthful which has icing on and the rest you have to eat without icing, which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I feel like you could just do it with or do it without. But I'm going to give this a taste. Yeah, so this really doesn't taste any different to the one that I had the other day. And my initial thoughts when I tried this is that it's just not cinnamony enough and the texture isn't that great. Like, it's not bad, it's just a little bit weird. I don't know if it's because of the way they have to make it to like preserve it, and it's not the same as like a bakery item if they were baking it like fresh in store. But the texture is almost like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you guys this, but it's like Play-Doh-y. Like it doesn't have the consistency of a cinnamon roll that I've had in the past. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. It's just a little bit of an odd texture and the flavour isn't super strong. And again, that might be like a preference thing. Some people might prefer a less cinnamony cinnamon roll, but for me personally, I don't think it's strong enough. I also think like the nice bit of the cinnamon filling is like when it's really sweet and sugary and you've got the icing on top, and you don't really have that with this. Like, it's not a super sweet bun at all, which again is good if that's your preference, but just doesn't really hit the spot for me. I think I would maybe give it a 7 out of 10. Not bad, would have them again, but probably wouldn't buy them again. Like, if someone offered me one, I would definitely eat it, but I don't think I'd go out of my way to pick those up. I think if I was going to get a baked good from the Wicked Kitchen range, I preferred their double chocolate cookies to those, so I'd pick those ones up again, and I probably would avoid these. And then last but not least, I've got another cinnamon themed item. So these are the Curiously Cinnamon Churros. These are £2.90 but currently on offer for £2. Obviously these are new out and I've been very excited to try these. This shop probably came like 3 days ago now, and I've literally been staring at them, so desperate to try them and trying to hold off until this video. So let's see what they taste like. So they literally just look like tiny little churros. They smell just like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal that you can get. I'm assuming they're going to taste the exact same. Yeah, they taste pretty much the same, I think. Although, did I say Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Curiously Cinnamon, I think one of them's a US one. Curiously Cinnamon must be the UK one, because obviously these are Curiously Cinnamon. I feel like they're not as strong as maybe the Curiously Cinnamon ones. I've also got a bowl and some milk, so I can actually give these a fair test. Yeah, I definitely feel like these are just a slightly crunchier, less strong tasting Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Curiously Cinnamon. I'd get them again. I think if you're into that kind of cereal, you're going to enjoy this. It's definitely a nice treat. This is like the perfect dessert cereal when you just want something like a little bit sweet in the evening. This will do the trick. Probably not my favourite cereal I've ever tried ever. Rating wise, I would maybe give it like a 7.5 out of 10. So not blown away by it. Would buy it if it was on offer, wouldn't buy it if it wasn't on offer, and would probably opt for a different cereal before I rebought this one. My camera just cut off, and as I stood up to turn it back on again, I've kicked over an entire glass of water onto my floor, like a full pint. So I'm excited to now go and deal with that. But what I was saying is that I'm going to definitely enjoy the rest of this box. I don't think this has been like an overwhelmingly great taste test. If you guys know of any new and vegan products, definitely leave them in a comment below so I can pick them up to try them next time. I think out of everything, the vegan bacon and this cereal were definitely my top two, but even then they were only like 7.5 out of 10, so nothing really blew me away today, not gonna lie. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video anyway. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.